Many happy returns to Kirk Douglas, who is 100 years old today. How should the occasion be celebrated? The most obvious method would be to leap joyfully, from oar to oar, along the flank of a longship. That is how Douglas announced his homecoming in the Vikings, 1958, making the happiest of returns to his people. If you miss your footing and tumble into the water, so much the better. The trouble is that not all of us have a fjord at hand. Maybe we should just line up to greet the great man, as his colleagues did in the arrangement, 1969, welcoming him back to the office with an eager handshake and a tray of drinks, but be warned. That scene ends with Douglas slumping into a chair, throwing up his hands, and saying, "Bullshit." Centenarians of the cinema are a rare breed. The last big name to hit three figures was Bob Hope, 1903 to 2003, and you don't need to be an admirer of either man to note the connection. A couple of stills will do the job, confirming that the key to longevity, in Hollywood, has nothing to do with morals, marriages, exercise regimes, or green vegetables. It's a maxillary matter, as simple as that. You take a breath, say a prayer, stick your neck out, and chin your way to 100. The cleft in the Douglas chin is, with the exception of the Grand Canyon, the most popular natural rift in America. The geology of the guy is open to public view, demanding recognition. One glance at that dimple is enough, like a single syllable of Jimmy Stewart's voice. Fans of the Asterix comic strip books, set during the Roman occupation of Gaul, will point you to Asterix and Obelix All at Sea, 1996, which is dedicated partly to Douglas, and in which the heroic figure of Spartacus is drawn directly from him. What's wonderful is that this cartoon version, with its stiff hedge of blonde hair and its promontory of jaw, is almost no exaggeration at all. If that sounds improbable, check out the first 40 seconds of Lonely Are the Brave, 1962, and the list of things that the camera finds on its travels: desert scrub, a dying fire, then boots, denims, shirt, cigarette, and the lower half of a sunburned face. We know who this is. What follows, on the other hand, throws us off track. Douglas sits up, tips back the brim of his hat to reveal all, then stares into the sky, where three jets leave vapor trails across the heavens, long white scars against deep gray, since the film is a fine example of late monochrome. What the hell is a cowboy doing with jets overhead? Shouldn't they be arrows, or circling vultures? But that is the nub of the story. This fellow is the last of a breed, defiantly homeless, snipping wire fences on the principle that nobody should be hemmed in, and riding on through. He saddles his beautiful Palomino, and we expect an open prairie, but he winds up in a bright new kitchen, agleam with mod cons, where Jenna Rollins makes him ham and eggs. He fits in like a clown in a monastery. Even more unnerving is the movie's end, as the hero and his mount are knocked down, on a rainy road, by a truck ferrying toilets. Lonely Are the Brave was one of Douglas's favorite projects, and you can see why, not just because he was center stage. Where else is a star supposed to hang out, for God's sake, but because the stage stretched from the old world to the new, and he was not someone who liked to be assigned, let alone confined, to a regular period or place. He was quite at ease in the OK Corral, or the Roman arena, clad in cast iron underpants and on the shoulder chain mail, but drop him into the here and now and he would show you how to wear a good suit as if it were armor-plated. Look at the broad double-breasted number that he sports in The Bad and the Beautiful, 1952, descending the stairs to meet Lana Turner, who has dropped round in full battle dress, including a floor-length jeweled gown and a cloud of white fur. His snarl is like the jab of a trident. Maybe I like to be cheap once in a while. Ma.